Hi, yes, it is I, your dorky friend Lisa, back here for another video of talking about my favorite subject, books. This week, I thought we would cover something that was popular when I was a kid, and it's kind of making a comeback, which is the Choose Your Own Adventure books. Netflix has recently had a bit of controversy, not so much pleasantness, but we shall see what happens with the Bandersnatch Black Mirror series having its own Black Mirror, which is a series that already started, works, but now they have the Bandersnatch, which is a movie. It's not under the series. Basically, it's a choose your own adventure movie. The whole concept behind it is basically you are creating this person's mental breakdown. No matter what you do, because I've gone through it multiple ways, he's gonna kill his father and have a mental breakdown. This is just what happens. Sorry, spoiler alert. I should have said that first, but spoiler alert. That's what happens no matter what you do. The choose your own adventure concept is not new. The first one, which is The Abominable Snowman, came out in 1982 by a Bantam Books, which is now Choose Co. So I don't know the details behind that, whether Choose Co is a division of Bantam or if they bought out Bantam. I don't know what it is, but all the original old titles, The Abominable Snowman, Journeys Under the Sea, they're all now Choose Co. Choose Co, again, is also, even though watching Bandersnatch multiple ways through was never mentioned, I don't know where it was mentioned, if it was, but Choose Co apparently is suing Netflix. Shocker, shocker. Everyone wants to sue Netflix. Saying that they didn't have the rights to use their name or whatever. But it wasn't mentioned anywhere in any options of anything that I saw. So I don't know what the deal is. But anyway, they have, like I said, they have the newer copies, obviously, of all the old stories. And of course, you can go to any used bookstore and find the originals if you're good. There are other companies that have also come up with this concept. So I don't know why Choose Co is suing, why they feel that they have all the rights to it. So I don't get that, because honestly, okay, Choose Co, some of the original first ones I appreciated as a child, but now reading them again as adults, some of the endings are kind of dull, like oh, it was all a dream kind of scenario pops up quite a bit. Goosebumps, I redid the concept again years later on, and they're Scholastic, so obviously not the same company or anything, and honestly the Goosebump ones are a lot better. I always say R.L. Stein. Anyway, and again, an adult version of said concept, Neil Patrick Harris, basically, in 2014, had a autobiography. It is an autobiography, it's true, but come out basically where it's choose your own adventure, and you can pick and point parts of his life where you want to start and stop, and it's written as if you are Neil Patrick Harris, you know, towards you. You know what I'm saying? And again, the movie concept is also not really new, because Choose Co, maybe this is why they're suing, put out a kids movie, obviously, which is from the original story with The Abominable Snowman, and Frankie Muniz does voices in this. So, and that came out in the early 2000s. There's also another company, which another story, how to say, another story company, I guess. I don't remember. I don't have the publisher in front of me because I didn't even get one of the books. There's more of a D&D style to it. Choose your own adventure. Very Dungeons and Dragons, Lord of the Rings kind of adventure thing, with David Cook as the author. So, again, they're not the first to do this. So, well, I mean, they were the first to do this, but they're not the only ones to do this, I should say. Anyway, most of the Choose Co adventures are written by a R.A. Montgomery. Some of them are good, some of them aren't. They're more appropriate a lot of times for children, not for adults. But they can be fun. I highly recommend the Goosebumps one more than the Choose Co ones. Sorry, Choose Co. Anyway, the Bandersnatch, which honestly, when I heard the name, I thought it was a joke, because you know how everyone always makes fun of Benedict Cumberbatch, making fun of his last name, and I thought seriously that they were making a reference to him and it was a joke. Then I was like, oh, no, they actually named it that. Okay. No offense, Netflix. Loved ya. Anyway, but like I said, there is a lawsuit going on. And even it's got such bad, like, it's not bad, but it's not what I would have chosen. Because honestly, I feel like every ending ended up pretty much almost the same from where I was, you know? I mean, like, there was some little differentials, like the soundtrack and things like that you got to control and stuff. And, of course, you know, the methods to driving him crazy, but he always ends up crazy. So that's not much of a choice. I mean, I did like the concept that they were saying that, you know, there was this person had no free will. Just kind of like, you know, you chose for them everything and this person knew it. So it's kind of fun. But even there's so much backlash from this that even Will, what's his name, Poulter, he's one of the main characters, but he's not the main character, has dropped off of social media because he's gotten such backlash and evilness from this, apparently, that he's just the negativity he can't, which I understand. I wouldn't want to, you know, deal with that on a daily basis either. Nobody wants to hear all that negativity. People, be nice to each other. Anyway, guys, again, these were fun as a kid. So if you have a child, totally recommend any of the old Choose Co ones. They will be into it. You can buy new copies at the bookstore. You can order old copies off the line. Thriftbook.com. Super, super cheap, I have to say. Also, I mean, they have some of them at the local library too. I always recommend. And you can get new copies too. But again, I feel like the Goosebumps ones are way more entertaining and the endings are way more imaginative. So for my, you know, dollar, I recommend the Goosebumps. So choose your own adventure, Goosebumps. Anyway, guys, I had fun going down memory lane with these books, and I hope you do too, and pass them on to your kids, okay? Bye, guys.